Have you ever thought about building your own light board? This is one that I built from a prototype that I created of my own. It's a storm door basically. So this session is going to talk a little bit about what the purposes of a light board is and how it works, but I just thought I would let you see some of the setup that I did in my home office, which would create a light board with the correct backgrounds behind, and also on the other side, there we go, the cardboard that I set up there, you'll see the tripod that the camera is going to set on, all poised and ready to go. So these pictures will give you an idea of the staging of what happened when I created the video. So let's talk about how to actually create information and use a light board. I'll basically zoom in to be able to get only the part that I want, and of course my reflection won't be here because I won't be standing here any longer. And then I will shade in the exact area that I'll be able to write in as I'm recording. So that would be basically my blank canvas. There we go. That's the way it's going to work. So this is what the light board looks like when it's set up and the lights are on. I'm now going to zoom in just a little bit, and then I will walk around into the frame of the camera. So, welcome to the light board. What is a light board? A light board is basically a piece of glass with an instructor sitting behind it, maybe some type of a black drop cloth behind that, special lighting in the room. But basically it's just a piece of glass that you write on. Now, as I wrote this, I can read it on my side. The camera is on the other side of the glass, sitting on a tripod. So basically what happens is we take some software and we flip the video. That's why I was careful not to wear any clothing that had any kind of words or logos on it, because those would have appeared to be backwards. So I am actually in fact right-handed, not left-handed. Okay? So what can you do with the light board? One of the coolest things that you could do is, say for example, if you were a math instructor, you could talk about having a right triangle, and you could talk about certain formulas. So if you have side A, side B, and side C, and you're trying to figure out what is the length of side C, you guys probably all know this, but it's basically the formula of A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And so if A was 3 and if B was 2, you could easily figure out what C is. Okay? The other thing that you can do as you're working is you can, of course, erase something that you've worked on. You may or may not want to do this because, as you can see, it's not an extremely efficient way of doing things. But if you continue to talk and do your lecture, you can, of course, get your glass cleaned off. And once you're finished erasing, you are now ready for the next topic. You may notice that I am using some special pens. These are some neon markers. This is the package right here. There are several different types. These are more of a liquid type. And what you can do then is switch to your next pen, make some kind of highlights or annotations of what you're talking about. Okay? I hope that gives you just a little bit idea of what you can do with the light board. You probably have some other ideas of things that you can do as well. This particular one is a prototype that I made. I bought a piece of glass at a hardware store for about $10. It's actually a piece of storm door window that was in their scrap pile. Then I bought the lighting that goes around on a light strip. And I hope you guys decide to try to use a light board.